This is Promineo Tech Front-End Bootcamp Week 8 coding assignment with JavaScript. This week we were to create a menu app as seen in this week's video that needed at least one array, at least two classes, and options to create, view, and delete elements. I decided to create a menu that allows you to create characters and add items to their inventory. So I created a character class as well as an item class, and finally a menu class. There are two arrays, one within the character class that contains their inventory, which is all the items that you have added to them, as well as a list of characters in the menu itself. As I was following along in my notes with the video, I was able to copy and paste some of the more complicated elements and adjust them as I needed. For example, in the video this week, they had us creating teams and players. Meanwhile, I'm using characters and items. I have a number of different options here. Let's just go ahead and start with one, creating a character. We'll enter a name, and the next thing that it asks is what type of character you are, which I've designated as a role. So let's go ahead and type in melee. Now if I decide to display all characters, then it shows that I have one character here. If I was to add another character, then if I just hit 4 to display all characters, I would have 2 characters. It also has the option to delete a character. You need to use the, with here you type in the index number. Since it is 0 or 1, I'll go ahead and type in 1. And then when I display all characters, we're back down to only one character. Finally, in the view character, you first select the index of the character, so we'll go with 0. It describes, as in my class describe, I used a for loop to list everything in the current inventory, which is nothing at the moment, as well as describing the character and their role. The two functions here, create and delete item, are within the menu itself. So if I wanted to create an item, I'll have a prompt to type in the name of an item, and then it will ask me what type of item it is. Now if I go to view the character, it will show this item in the inventory. So adding another item, it continues to list them, going down showing their types. If I wanted to remove one of these items from the inventory, I would hit 2 with this, and then again, it's 0 or 1 to delete one of the items. Oh. All right, now that I've adjusted the error that was in my code, the delete item function should work. Enter the index. This time it actually brings me back out to the menu. I can then view the character again, and this time we see that there's only one left in the inventory. If I decide to just go back, then I can go back. And finally, the last piece of functionality here is 0 for exit, which gives us goodbye and puts us out to a blank page. If I refresh it, it brings the menu up again with the default options once again available. So this is my menu app with the week 8 coding project.